Gojo, like godlike character type, archetype, which are some of my favorites. There's a challenge in how do you humanize
Yeah.
Gojo
Yeah.
to not appear as a deity, almost deified in a lot of ways, especially non-traditionals. How do you
I mean, obviously Gojo is a supremely powerful character, but I think the core of what makes Gojo so great isn't really his power, right? It's just he's like the silly dude, right? And like when you look at his backstory, you understand where that weird humor, self-defense comes from because he grew up really lonely, So and I feel like any of us as humans we can empathize with that, right? It's like when you grow up under these circumstances and you in a way don't have peers and in that way don't really have close friends, right? You can understand how when the one really close friend in his life, and they had the breakup in front of the KFC, you can really understand how that changed the trajectory of his entire life. And in that way, we can understand Gojo from a very human level, not just like the dude who's throwing hollow purples everywhere, right? But the lonely guy who like has like a weird tick about having a sense of humor, so yeah, like that part of Gojo is what's really dear and close to me, and I try to keep that in mind whenever I get to voice the character.
Oh, I just had this thought. Like, I think part of the reason why Gojo is so precious about maintaining like his students' like lives as children is because like when he was a kid, like he had that taken away from him because of his breakup with Get. Like, oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, you should never take youth from the young. Yeah, that's.